Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our reactions to the Xbox Games Showcase Extended. Yeah, we're not expecting much from this. I imagine we might get an update about Stalker 2, maybe an update about Fallout 4 on Xbox Series X. I don't know what to expect. It's not they don't usually have much in the extended conference, but hey, what might be something here. So it's me, Potato, with my good friend Alice. How are you doing, Alice?
Hi, my pronouns are she, they, and I'm told it's actually important because it may cover the games that is not mentioned in the showcase. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So apparently this will go about for about an hour, but there's a
Okay.
bit of a countdown at the beginning, so we just synced it at about 2 seconds.
Yeah, I finished. So I work full time, and I just finished work at 6 o'clock. So unfortunately, I was like, I'm gonna miss the very beginning. So we've skipped backwards so we can watch it together.
Mm,
So technically, we're about 10 minutes behind the live stream. So hopefully, we don't have any other issues.
great.
I'm
So
very excited. You gave the main press conference a 6 out of 10, and that was one of the best conferences ever. So I have a feeling you're probably gonna give this even less, a 4 or 5, but we'll see.
we'll see, we'll see. But I think there's a lot more to go on the podcast. But without further ado, shall we begin?
Yeah, if you want to count us down, and I'll push play at the same time as you.
Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Play. Thunderbirds are go. The Americans would understand that reference. Okay, so it's 18 plus. Are we going to start off with a trailer, or are we going to start off with talking? That's the big question. Ooh, trailer. Oh, Cyberpunk. Ooh, Keanu Reeves.
I just turned the
Keanu.
sound back on, so for some reason it turned off. But then
Oh,
you
that's
should
not
be able
good.
to hear it, so.
And there's Lightning Bolt. There's Hellblade 2. Towerborn. Okay, interesting. So we're definitely seeing Towerborn, Hellblade 2, and some Cyberpunk then by the looks of things. That's good. Starfield! Okay, this is a recap of the press conference.
I have to admit, I still remember the Fable trailer, which is the most memorable. And I just keep thinking about Dave the Giant.
Dave.
And it's just like being thinking about him and his words, and then it gets over to like the main character to say, "Oh, this is awkward. Oh, this is almost timed." Almost good timing.
Yeah, it's
actually.
Richard Iowadi.
Yes.
I love it. I couldn't remember his name I couldn't remember the name of the stream. I was saying Taiki YTT, who's the director of Thor Ragnarok. They both got unusual surnames. I just got the surnames mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Richard Iowadi, really funny comedic actor, super British. I'm hoping that's a sign that we're gonna get more British comedians in it. I hope so. I hope he's not the only one. I think that'd be really funny.
Well, Fable has a history of having British comedians in, and one of which is like
Yeah,
Stephen Fry. Not
Stephen
that
Fry.
I've played
Yes.
any of the Fable games though.
Oh, I loved Fable. The original three were great. Yeah, Stephen Fry would be brilliant in it if they could bring it back. Yeah, more British comedians. Dara O'Brien, I would like to see in there. Oh, what's the guy from Taskmaster? I really like him. I can't remember his name now.
Greg something?
Greg Davis. Greg Davis.
Yeah.
We love some British comedians, so more of that. This make it super British. The most British game ever made. Yeah, I've gone back through this conference. I've watched it a couple of times now, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a really good conference. There was a couple of slow points, but
Welcome to the
all in
Xbox
all,
Games
very good
Showcase
conference.
Extended.
Ooh,
My name is Tina
who are
Amini,
you?
and I'm here to dive a little bit
I
more
don't know who you
into
are.
the games you saw
Tina.
Tina Amini.
Showcase featured 27
Ooh.
But yeah, it's just like
all coming to Xbox.
I thought it was like
Games
a
like
more of a
Clockwork
sit-down
Revolution
interview
from
thing, like Graham
NXL
Norton, but
Entertainment,
it's just
Fable
gonna be
from
like
Playground
more
Games,
polished.
From our partners, Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft
Maybe.
Massive in collaboration with
Did you catch the
Lucasfilm Games,
Ubisoft
Ooh.
and
and
Capcom
Kimitsu Zami's
spotlights?
Path of the Goddess from
I
Capcom.
watched
Today,
I
we'll
watched
take a
the
closer
Star
look at
Wars
some
thing
other
after
games
the
from
fact, but that's
Showcase
it. I
lineup
haven't watched the
and
rest.
introduce you to some more games too. We've got the game
Ooh.
director of Avowed from Obsidian Entertainment
Ooh.
breaking down the game's trailer.
Games, games,
And the
games,
game
games, games.
director of Hi-Fi Rush from
Drink every
Giant
time she says
Gameworks is here
games.
to tell us about their newest update. You'll also hear from Sarah
Ooh.
Bond, head of the gaming ecosystem
Hi-Fi Rush.
organization for Xbox, who will tell us more about a
Yay.
program to bring games from
We're
underrepresented developers
tuned in just for
with
Hi-Fi
unique
Rush.
visions to Xbox and Game Pass.
Ooh,
And we
indie
may just
games.
have a few other fun guests in store for
Hell
you
yeah.
too. So stay tuned. But first, let's check out the rainy streets and sinister markets of Cyberpunk 2077: Phantom Liberty.
Ooh.
Hello everyone.
Phantom
I'm really
Liberty.
excited.
Let's
Welcome
go.
to this exclusive Xbox store
I'm Keanu
on Black
Reeves.
Market, one of the locations in Dogtown that you are going to be able to
Ooh.
explore in Cyberpunk 2077.
I need to play
Phantom
Cyberpunk. I've
Liberty.
got it. I just need to play it.
As you can see,
But do I want to play it now when Starfield's about to come out? Like, it's like...
this is
Yeah.
Ooh.
I prefer the performance mode. You can also like switch it to quality mode, which is like 60 frames per second, but
Ooh.
I think it's best to like stick to performance mode because the thing is, 20 years ago, always 30 frames per second, and nobody complained. Now,
No.
some games are
We're
30
old.
frames per second, and people complained.
Yes, we're old. We both were like, 30 frames a second, that's fine. And then all the kids are like, 30 frames, get it away from me. It was like, oh, okay. Like, I love retro gaming. Like, that's my big thing I'm into. I love... Whoa, this guy has fire elbows.
I really need to play
Seems
more
good, Brad.
Cyberpunk and see what the fuss is about. I only played it
Fire
for
elbows.
about 30 minutes, but I think
me
it's
too.
just like more weirder than that.
I need to play it more. I did like the first couple of missions, but I got it refunded digitally because it was broken. And then I bought it physically a couple of months later, like when it was reduced. So,
Yeah. If you got it like
That's
a
okay.
year after release, it's even better.
yeah. I think that's what I think that you just gotta learn patience a lot of times with video games. Yeah. So I'm hoping Starfield's gonna be good. Do you hear the breaking news earlier that this is the most bug-free Bethesda game ever? They've been testing it for a year. apparently.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that's true.
Well, we'll see
This
about
looks
that.
nice. Well, if Starfield doesn't work, at least we know we have Cyberpunk as a backup of games to play as an open world RPG, right?
Hmm.
You should show off your controller. Have you not got it?
I got it,
Or-
and
Yeah.
should be a video coming up on that. But until then, it's just like
Ooh.
reacting and then doing a bit of work tonight.
Fair. Yeah, but me and Alice both bought the controller for Starfield because we're fans, fan.
Yeah, fan people. So
Fan people.
fanatics,
Yeah.
actually.
Fanatics. We're nerds. We're shills.
But Bethesda got it while you're waiting for the controller to come out.
Yeah, you've got the controller already. We both ordered it at the same time, and you got it before me. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, but you ordered on Xbox. Very easy. And got it
Yeah,
the next
through
day. I saw
I
you.
want my controller.
Yeah. Phantom Liberty, and that's it. Just shows how the gameplay works. So
Ooh, looks good though. I'm definitely gonna play it at some point.
So
It's in my backlog.
Dive into the story between
Ooh.
V and Johnny just yet. In fact,
Oh, no, we're not.
here with the voice and stylings of
Ooh.
Johnny Silverhand, Keanu Reeves himself. Welcome.
Yay!
you sure it's
Keanu
not Keanu the
Reeves.
cat?
Well, Phantom Liberty introduces us to
Neo.
an entirely new location in
There is
Atlantic
no
City. It's
spoon.
called Dogtown. It's the
Have you seen Keanu the movie?
controlled by a
It's got a
militia.
Keanu
No, I
Gibson.
haven't.
Think you know more about it than
Oh
I
no, I
do, so
haven't.
how
I've seen
would
a
you
lot of
describe the players?
Matrix though. The original Matrix film's like my favorite film of all time, or one of.
Dogtown is kind of
It's the
going
perfect
down
film,
to
the
a
original
darker
Matrix film.
place.
So
Yeah.
well done. Ugh.
It's
my God.
dystopian. It has a tension to it, and this undercurrent of kind of violence. You know, like.
Do you think this
in
is
a
air
struggle.
breathing now?
You know, can I swear?
Yeah.
Shit's gone down in Dogtown.
Oh, I like that tagline.
It's a bad word.
And it's just
Yeah,
I mean, hopefully
definitely.
it'll be
Have you got the
people
Have you got the right overlay on, by the way? Because
to
last reaction
play
you
there.
did the
Yeah.
wrong start.
It's
hard to
XL.
believe that there's an underbelly to the
Cool.
underbelly
Yes,
that
that's
is
good.
Big screen.
Not this crap.
I mean, we're all kind of.
I love Keanu Reeves. I think everyone's a fan of Keanu.
And he really loves being in the game, and that's definitely something for the Hollywood star.
Hell yeah.
Not to mention he
I
played
wonder how much
like,
they pay him just to talk.
yeah, he started in The Matrix, but he went back for John Wick for 4
John Wick's
films.
brilliant.
Well,
Yeah. I haven't seen the fourth John Wick film. I really want to see it. I've seen the first 3. I've heard the fourth one's really good.
Yeah, it's a huge franchise, getting bigger
Yeah,
ratings than
really
the
good.
Rocky films.
Oh wow. But yeah, John Wick is such a good film. The original 3 are great, and the original John Wick. I mean, spoilers. Not really spoiler. Everyone knows. He goes on a killing rampage because they kill his dog. I totally relate. I've said this before. Anything you do, anything if you kill a dog in the game, you get 0 out of 10. Like,
And it will be visited by Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves will come kick your ass. Wake up.
And I think it's interesting because we know him to be opinionated. He's radical. We've seen that in
so
Cyberpunk
cool.
2077 in the main campaign. But as we get to know him,
He's
there's a
Keanu
sensitive side too. He
Reeves.
can actually be quite caring.
Keanu Reeves plays Keanu Reeves.
He is outspoken. He is a little grumpy.
I love
He has
this
a right
man.
to be.
I really need to play
I
the
have a bit
game
of a crush
more
on him.
and just check him out in the game. But now you have
Yeah.
Idris Elba in the DLC, so
I know. How can you? That's just not fair.
There is a
I just
That's
wondered.
cheating. You can't have Keanu Reeves and Elba in the same game. That's just not fair. That's breaking the rules.
What would you expect
Two
of a
of each.
AAA game? Because Call of Duty's got celebrities in as well. Even Fortnite's got Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He's a product of his
But
upbringing.
Keanu Reeves and Elba, man, that's just like,
Oh, let's not get carried away.
that's like
Start talking about
amazing.
nature and nurture. I'm sorry, I keep.
you're breathtaking.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like his anger. I like his passion. Like what he stands for. He's really just looking for a fair
I like how much they pay me to do the role.
Awesome.
I'm really excited to play this. I haven't really listened to what he said though, which is really oh well.
There's all these moments with Johnny where
Speeches.
a tiny
I need to
little
play it.
baby
I said I got the first one. It's still there.
flip him
Need to go
off
back
and
and play it.
birds you back. Like, I love those kind of moments. I think another interesting lens of looking at him as we get
You know,
into Phantom Liberty.
He's really
is the
fun as a
dynamic
guest.
Solomon
He even
Grundy.
like went
So
back
what
to
can you
do
tell
the
me
rock
about
band he used to
Johnny's
be in.
relationship with Idris Elba's character?
I think
Nice.
Solomon has
Yeah, I'm
some
surprised
things
they
in
didn't get
common
Idris
with
Elba
Johnny
to do
in
it,
the
but
sense
you
of
know.
the military, the sense of being used,
Oof.
abused. You know, it's in the title, right? They're fighting for a liberty. You know, Solomon's kind of trying to reclaim.
Nice.
Oh, I found trailer
You
breakdown.
know, and Johnny's
Ooh,
saying,
yes, please.
You know, it's Cyberpunk 2077.
I love the Avowed stuff. I was watching the IGN review of this this show, and they were like slagging off Avowed. I'm like, Avowed thought looked amazing. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
what do you
don't
mean?
understand. People were hating on Avowed. I'm like, I thought it looked great.
Living out in the kind of
Oh, it's too colourful.
desert of
Well,
this
really?
life,
Okay.
hiding and harboring.
Whatever. I have Elden Ring. I can play Elden Ring if I want something dark and bleak.
Hard side to him as well.
You know.
Wait a minute, were they complaining about how bright and positive it looks?
Yeah, like even though the plot is like it's not like dead zombie things, and like you got a bear that's like covered in fungus that's trying to kill you and stuff. So it's like a dark plot, just it's a bit colourful. What's wrong with that?
It's just almost that people forgot about Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I love the colouring in this, but then Skyrim is like much darker, and I think that's where people like not used to it, so got used to it and just deal with the dull colours. I mean, if you go to the Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo, you like beamed with so much colours in, and now people are just like complaining like too much colour makes it look like a kids game. Oh my
The
god.
colour. Oh no, I want everything to be all greys and browns. Ugh. I mean, I love Gears of War, but I don't want every game to look like Gears of War. You know,
Well, there's a lot of ways.
he would tell you to fuck off, probably.
But
Anyway, I think we should do the petition where we aim for like get games in like brighter colors. Get Gears of War
Yeah.
in full colors, like in Unreal
Yes.
Engine 5.
Or
Just like in Fortnite.
have a mod that when he shoots bullets, he shoot like rainbows out of your gun and stuff,
Yeah.
like rainbow colored stuff in Gears of War.
Hmm.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so that's coming out a couple of weeks after Starfield, which is interesting. Will we have had our fill of Starfield before that comes out? Squanch!
Is that High
Ooh,
on
expansion. High on Life expansion. It looks like a horror version of High on Life.
What?
What's going on? Whoa. The hell?
That's a bit uncanny.
Bit creepy.
High on Knife.
High on Knife. Oh, I heard that as a rumor, yeah. Because you got the Knife character who talks crap. So, High on
right.
Knife is it? Yeah. Oh, I'll play that. From the makers of Shadowrun. Oh, we're getting games. BattleTech. Who's it? Okay, Strange Creatures, London Rocks. New tomb uncovered in Egypt.
And if you get a glimpse behind the scene,
It's going so quick I can't read it.
the stage,
Don't worry.
Antique dealers missing.
Just wait until the game releases.
nothing but darkness.
What is it?
And once perceived,
It's not.
Please tell me this is not Overwatch.
No. What is this?
Wait a minute, is that the title of a game?
a race against
Oh
In
no,
the
that's
shadow
a
of
motto,
an
isn't
ancient
it?
evil.
to locate an ancient ruin,
Ooh.
of unspeakable power.
So it's a turn-based strategy game.
Hmm.
Best.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I think I've seen this
interesting.
before. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I think this was in one of the showcases previously.
So I'll use
Well, it's definitely not replaced though, isn't it?
No.
cutthroats,
The saxophone.
best of the worst.
It's a bit like
I can't remember
XCOM,
what
though.
show. If you guys know what showcases this was on before, let me know. I think it was like the PC showcase or something a couple of months ago. Looks cool though.
Oh,
Or
then I
like
may have not
Devolver
heard
Digital
of
or
it
whatever it
before,
is.
So
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it looks good.
You're going to help me.
It's like Indiana Jones, but like turn-based strategy. Ooh. Like XCOM, but like
and a tower
the
at the end of the
Lamplight
world.
League.
The Lamplighters League. Hmm.
Okay.
Comes out in October, so
Ooh,
doesn't look really
but it's
pretty,
Game
though.
Pass.
RPG Studios
Yay!
is among the very best. From Fallout New Vegas and the Outer Worlds,
Ooh, Avowed
Star
time.
Wars Knights of the Old Republic
Avowed!
2 and Pentiment, Obsidian
Avowed,
Games
avowed,
have placed their
avowed,
stamp
avowed.
on the genre. Joining us today for a closer look at Avowed is game director
Hell yeah, let's
Carrie
go.
Patel. Carrie, I'm so
Mm.
excited to have you here. We just saw this big reveal of Avowed.
Girl
and
director.
there's so
That's
many
good.
little
Yeah.
bits of information in there that I wanted to
Girl
know
power.
around. But
I know
before
there's
we
like
do all
lots
that,
of
I'm
good
assuming that
game
you don't need to
female
have played
game
Pillars 1 or 2
designers,
to really get
and
into
there's
Avowed.
even like a female
Absolutely right. You
game
don't need to
director
have
with
played
this
Pillars
one,
1
so
or 2.
it's
You
great.
can come to the world of Avowed
See, this
from
is why it's
a
colourful.
welcoming experience to new players.
Yeah.
If you are a returning fan, there are some recognizable tidbits.
For people who have
But I
played
think-
Pillars 1 or 2, can you tease
I think
any
it
more
just
of
means
those
like
general
this
connections to the
is going to be
universe
very
and
promising that this game would turn out really good.
There are a couple returning
So I'm really
characters
hopeful for
players
that.
might recognize from Deadfire in particular. Players who have played the original games will recognize some of the parts
Don't
of
have
the
a clue.
world and some
Never
of the
played
factions.
the Pillars of
Imperial
Eternity.
Empire plays pretty heavily into the world of Avowed, so all of that will be familiar.
I
to
think the
returning
Pillars of
players.
Eternity
We
is
did
like a
start to
big
see some of
series in a
that
TV
Pillars
series,
universe now in
so I'm
the
not sure
Avowed
if it's a
setting,
game
which is
as
really
well.
exciting, and it's looking
No,
amazing
it's just-
so far, but can you
It's the
confirm
people who
that they
made
finished?
Avowed.
Are we still in
It's
an
their
era?
older series.
Yeah. Oh right.
It's the same. It's like Elder Scrolls, basically. Like this is like a new It's like the fifth or sixth game in the series, basically. Pillars of Eternity. Yeah.
It's relatively unknown. It's this very dramatic landscape full of all of these different valleys with these unique biomes and creatures. Just a really
Like Pillars of Eternity is like the original Fallout. It's like what's it called? Above You.
Oh,
the
so
heads.
you're talking about the old PC game, is it?
Yeah, it's a series that's still going, but this is the sequel. This is the first one they're doing in 3D. So it's like going from Fallout 2 to Fallout 3, basically.
of the first
So
companions
basically what they-
basically it's a spiritual successor to it, only set in the
Yeah.
same
Kai is a
universe.
character
Same
with
universe,
wealth and
yeah.
this really battle-hardened perspective. He's seen a
He's
lot.
cool.
He's served as a soldier and a mercenary, but he also has a really unique sense of humor. So he brings a spirit of levity and camaraderie to the party as well.
And as he's talking to us, he's also
Good.
kind of conveying,
I like a bit of
he's
sense of
straight up
humor.
saying that he's afraid of you and your abilities. But it's not like the heroes are the only powerful beings in this universe. So I'm curious what that means for who we are as the player character. Are we a watcher again, like in Pillars 1 and 2, or maybe we have some connections to the spirit realm and beyond?
This looks
that
so
gives us these
cool.
Terrifying abilities.
Yeah,
I don't care what people say, I think this is rad.
this is really looking great in the moment, and this is such a shame, but people are like bashing it for some stupid reason.
Oh, people find everything to make to moan.
Well, it's just like you have a group of people who prefer Fortnite, or people who just prefer like gritty games with some boring crap on it.
Yeah.
But this one,
I mean, I don't.
this one really
mean, I've
does
gotta play-
look very good.
I think it looks good. But I don't like sad dad walking simulators that most PlayStation people like. So you know.
I'm guessing you pretty much a huge hater of God of War. But I thought you
I
just
hate
hate.
God of War,
But
but it's,
I
I didn't
thought-
really enjoy it.
I thought you hate the Last of Us as well. So
Last of Us Part 2. Part 1 I liked.
The
God of
original's
War
amazing.
Ragnarok's not a bad game. I just never finished it.
I'm just hoping like
I'd
when
say-
I
you'll
get
get
to
the
sort
hype.
my PC out, then I might probably get like Horizon, because I think it looks really interesting. But that's the only thing I'm
Oh,
like,
I've got
interested in.
Horizon. It's alright.
But not that special then.
Zelda's better.
It
really is. Oh.
Like, as you noted, dual-wielding pistols, which is one of my favorites because you don't see that often in fantasy RPGs.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
don't
wait
have,
to do that dual wield pistols.
they don't have something like that in the Elder Scrolls games, because I think
No,
it's
you
like
don't have guns in Elder Scrolls.
you just have bows, swords, knives, and even like magic spells, but not any like pistols. But I think it just kind of makes me think it's just set in Renaissance or colonization eras. So
So it's the same size as Outer Worlds, she just said.
Oh.
That's pretty big.
Well, how big is it compared to like Skyrim?
So that means it's slightly smaller than Skyrim, I guess, but it's still pretty big.
Yeah.
Like Skyrim's like 40, 50 hours, whereas Outer Worlds is like 20, 30 hours.
You know, it's not as like massive. I don't know how that compares to Grounded, because it's got a pretty big world, and it's just like
Yeah.
you still have more to do, but the world is like not as huge as like Skyrim. So I wonder if Avowed is probably like have separate worlds and like doesn't have a lot of exploration. Don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
What's
Exo
this?
Primal? Or is it something else?
Robot Bunny. Hop, hop.
Wait a minute, no. The First Descendant.
퍼스트 디센던트는
What?
언리얼 엔진 5를 사용한 차세대 3인칭
What?
슈터
I think it's quite similar to.
First person looter shooter. Boo! No, I'm joking. Oh, free to play.
I think it looks very similar to like Bright Memory. The
Yeah.
the Bright Memory is like a launch title on like.
Yeah,
I think
series.
yeah, and then it just came out with a full version called Infinite.
I mean, it's
But-
cool to get more stuff, more Japanese games. Good idea. Try and increase the audience. Not my thing though. It said looter shooter, free to play. Nah.
I think it's
That
just a
don't sound like my
big
thing.
child of both like Fantasy Star Online and of course Exo Primal. So I think it
It
may.
might be fun.
I think it might be a bit like.
I like his glasses.
Mm,
Looks like a Japanese Harry Potter.
not really, because I think kind of feels more closer to Bright Memory or of course like Destiny as well.
No, I meant the developer. He's got the glasses of Harry. He's got Harry Potter glasses.
Mm.
I meant the developer. But then the gameplay, yeah, looks like. Reminds me a lot of what's it called? Naraka Blade Points, but just like a futuristic version of it instead of like of like yeah, olden times.
I definitely getting some Final Fantasy Online vibes from this. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. See, it's got Harry Potter glasses. Cool. Some of the outfits are cool.
I think the female outfits are like really interesting, and
Yeah.
you can like be like a bunny girl or some sort. But I think it has a lot of similarities to like Warframe. So, but I don't know because
Ooh, zipline. That's cool.
I think that when it comes to live service games, which I suppose you're pretty much pointing to what it could be a live service game.
Yeah, sounds like a live service game. Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be a bit difficult for it to like complete.
Live service is for PlayStation. Want live services? That PlayStation have you. We don't want. That's the live service box now. Launches our game this year. Cross beta between Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC. Oh, that's nice. No PlayStation. Haha, get. We got an awesome game that you don't have, even though I don't like the look of it. I had someone argue with me on Facebook earlier saying that I won't play Starfield because it's 30 frames, and I go, "Well, enjoy playing Foam Stars then on your PlayStation." Didn't have an answer for that.
Is this Tower Forge or some sort?
Towerborn, I think so.
Making a game that was hopeful, that it was a triumph for the human spirit.
Something that had a lot of replay ability.
What?
Something that you can really explore for a long time.
Kind of reminds me of Zelda, like the art style at least.
Towerborn is that game.
It's pretty.
I think it's quite similar to the PlayStation 2 RPG games. Like they use a bit of like outline as well as some like vibrant coloring or some sort.
You can play it online. You can play it on a couch.
Looks cool.
Everybody's moving through the world.
We got to co-op this.
As the players move out, start breadcrumbing the
We're definitely going to co-op this.
We haven't done enough co-op, and it just seems as if we went our separate ways on that. So I think we need to organise. I think we definitely need to organise more and like do more co-op.
For sure. For sure. Ooh, Belfry. Yeah, this was the game that was called Project Belfry, and now it's called Towerborn, which makes sense.
Safe haven. The player can customize their appearance, their loadout, talk to all these different NPCs.
The world
Ooh.
itself is a mix of 3D and
Interesting.
2D. We definitely wanted to have that kind of beautiful background that you see in animated movies.
Towerborn is all
Interesting.
about.
So I was expecting this to be like a AAA game, but I guess it's kind of a bit of a AA, which isn't a bad thing. I like AA games. Like I thought Grounded and Vampire Survivors were really good last year, but
This one looks more like a indie game of sorts. But
yeah, it doesn't look quite to what I was expecting it to look like.
And it kind of just
But it still looks good.
the moment you added
Nice house.
all of the players
Yeah.
can build their character in a way that's specific to them. It just turns into this back and forth.
Dibs being the heavy character.
Let's try to do this one combo, and let's see if you can do a follow-up.
I'm always the one with like the most powerful weapon. I just like the tank.
There's not too many couch co-op games anymore.
Couch co-op. I love it.
I'm hoping
You hear that?
Adventure
343
continues.
Industries.
that I never even would have thought of.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is different for us.
Towerborn can do it. Why can't you? 343.
Storyline with new quests, new biomes.
Ooh.
We'll be rolling out new gear, new monsters, new bosses.
They literally look like bokoblins, some of these bad guys. They literally do look like, a lot of it does look like Zelda.
Yeah.
But they got the same shield as the bokoblin and everything.
When we started Stoic, we decided let's just
Play too much Zelda, to be fair.
I'm
obsessed.
We had to find the right relationship with a publisher, and I think we found that with Xbox. They've enabled us
So,
to make the game that we
Xbox have said that they're pretty much aiming to have 4 big games every year now for like forever. So this is one of the big games for next year. This is one of their 4. And then obviously Hellblade and Avowed are the other two of them. So there should be another one. I can't think what that would be.
It's a kind of bit of a shame, really, because, well, I would say that because 20 years ago, it's just like you get 4 I mean, 8 first-party games like a PlayStation 2, and like, oh wow, choice. But now it's just like reduces down because of how much work that goes into those games, and it's a bit of a sad reality because the expectations are high, and now you have more people working on those games. So
What's this?
yeah,
This almost looks like zombies from like Fallout 76 DLC. Okay, why didn't they show that yesterday when they were showing Fallout 76? Blue Ridge.
oh, they're talking about Fallout 76 now, so
Your
like
favorite
as
game?
if we care.
Free to play for anyone who owns Fallout 76.
Yeah, I mean, we can already get it on the Game Pass, so
Yeah. To be fair, the werewolf thing they just showed looked way better than the Atlantic City stuff they showed like in the other conference. Why did they show the Atlantic City thing with a really rubbish song? The werewolf thing looks much more interesting. Ooh.
Wait, that's a massive turtle.
Whoa. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Both of which give you a chance to earn caravan
Cool.
themed rewards.
Hell yeah, I want my caravan to look like have mutated heads on the wall. I actually wanted to play this, but I've just got so many games to play. There's like I don't want to invest like 600 hours into like a game like this, you know.
Is this a board game of some sort? I have no idea.
Yeah. Ooh, cinema.
And we're not done yet.
Okay.
Next year we're taking players to
Atlantic City.
where they'll gamble on the fates of new factions for the opportunity to win big.
So this is essentially them going, we need New Vegas, we're on the wrong side of the country. I know, let's make Atlantic City.
Well, honestly, Fallout 76 has a really bad launch, and it's got some like annoying microtransactions. And then now they just like keep working on it and adding more content to it, and it's just something that bothers me with, annoys me with it.
Here we go. High Five Rush Arcade Challenge.
2 new game modes.
Okay. I was
BM
hoping that we'd
Rush.
get like new levels,
Ooh.
but okay. BPM right? Okay. Defeat enemies to crank up the beat higher and higher. Okay.
Crazy.
So in the
Power
end, you'll just be
tower.
like, power up, tower up. Oh no.
It's the adventures of a curious cat, only to have all his stats reduced. Oh dear.
Oh no. Mega tough new enemies join the fray. Okay. Be to unlock wards.
Fun.
Call the smidge into battle. First, new 808
Wow.
accessories,
Fun.
photo mode, teacher. Okay. I mean, I love Hi-Fi Rush, to be fair. This game is fantastic. Coming soon. Advance notice. Oh, okay. I'm surprised they didn't show this in the proper conference. Everyone loved Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's a PlayStation look one.
Oh, I love it.
That's
July
coming
5th.
out next month. So
Okay. Something to look forward to.
Trailer for updates coming to Hi-Fi Rush called Arcade Challenge Update. No joke, there's literally exclamation points in there. That's not just me. So here to explain that and more about the update is game director John Johannes. Welcome to Showcase Extended, John.
So silly.
Really glad to be here.
Exclamation points?
They have to be in there.
Yeah. It feels
It's style. It's style. Yeah.
It's a style thing. Well, Hi-Fi Rush is such a stylish game in general. I think that's one of the things
I'm
that
excited.
people really excitedly pointed out when we shadow dropped the game in the developer direct earlier this year. But making a brand new IP
Such a good game.
is always a bit of a risk. Your
If you haven't
studio
played
is
it,
known for
recommend
kinda
it.
scarier games like The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo.
Can't deny that. But yeah, this type of game is something I just always wanted to make personally, and I just thought music and action work so well together. And after I finished working on The Evil Within 2, it just felt like the right time to try something new. And our
Ooh.
studio's always been about just making fun games. It doesn't have to be about a certain genre. We're not about making one specific thing.
And fortunately, there's plenty more of that content to come because we just saw an absolutely jam-packed trailer. So I'd love for your help in breaking down all the details, all the stuff going into this update.
Sure.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot, so bear with
What
me.
we getting?
Everything in this mode is unlockable once you've finished the game, and you'll unlock an arcade cabinet in your hideout. And by
Well, we've done
accessing it,
that.
you get 2 new modes. One is called BPM Rush mode, which takes the gameplay up to like higher speeds than we've ever done in the main game. And the other is called Power Up Tower Up, which is a new sort of randomized spin on the rhythm tower mode that we had in the original game. And included in this mode are 5 new original songs to play to, as well as 2
Oh,
brand
nice.
new enemies. And then there's special attacks and this whole meta system for unlocking upgrades and rewards. And that's what I can think of right now.
Gotta remember all the combos. It's been so long since I played it.
Let's rewind. Let's talk about just BPM Rush for now.
Sure.
It was described in the trailer as effectively hi-fi.
You know,
Rush's
I'll be
equivalent.
totally down for some new
Can you explain
DLC
that a
that
little bit
adds
Early
a
on,
new
the
story
things
of some
like how
sort.
fast can we go?
Yeah, I was hoping it'd be new story DLC, which is, so it's a little disappointing, but it's still cool though.
Really takes it up to 200 BPM,
Ooh.
but we sort of ease you in there.
It really
Gradual
deserves a
upgrade
sequel, though.
until
Mind you,
eventually
this
so
game
fast
has
For sure.
been in
that
development for
feet
like 6
and
years.
naturally react to the rhythm in the
Such a
combat of
good
the game.
game
I
though.
personally
Oh my
love that there's a
god.
lot of accessibility settings in the game too. It makes it so that you can adjust the game to your own comfort level. But this is a post-game challenge. It's
Sure.
meant for when you've gotten into the rhythm of the game. So I'm curious if you have any pointers on as
Ooh.
far as how to tackle that challenge.
So no
As an
noobs
action
allowed.
game, I think a lot of people want a sort of next level challenge, another way to use their abilities in a new type of environment.
Yeah.
This mode does that by putting you at the high speed. But we also have
I still think this is better than God of War Ragnarok. Just putting it out there. People hated me for saying it, but I still think that's the case.
accompanied with this stuff. But then
I
we
enjoyed
have
it more anyway.
actual normal mode as well. And then we have, after beating those modes, we can unlock an EX
Ooh.
mode, which takes up to a hard level where damage is multiplied and keeps you at that high BPM throughout the entire time.
But there already was a post-game challenge when Hi-Fi Rush
Nice.
launched. It was the Rhythm Tower mode. You mentioned that briefly earlier. That's the one where you face
Yep.
just increasingly.
I sucked at
difficult
that. I didn't get
combat.
very
So
far.
how has that evolved
I haven't
with the
tried
Power
it.
Up mode?
So the Rhythm Tower mode was
It's
kind of
alright.
a curated
It's hard, though.
experience. And while it was very challenging, you can prepare, go in and sort of customize your character, know what you're getting into. And in this mode, we flip it to the almost opposite end. Chai starts off downgraded. We actually remove all your abilities, and you have to earn them back by fighting waves of randomized enemy sets. And after every wave of enemies, you get to choose from a series of power-ups that can gradually increase your stats. But each of these upgrades
interesting.
comes with either bonus or negative modifiers as well to the gameplay, so you can take more risks or less risks depending on which upgrades you pick. And again, those upgrades are randomized each level, so you really kind of have to have an understanding of the systems and not quite master them, but have a good grasp if you want to go in and come out on top.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it was a really packed trailer. There was a lot of information in there. It's a chonky update. So what else have you got for us? Because I feel like there's more on the table there.
Chonky.
So by playing in the 2 modes, you unlock these rewards through these challenges that are connected to these 2 modes. And in those rewards are things like accessories for Chai and new costumes for Chai 808, and even as well as fan favorite Corsica. We have new modes
Oh, wow.
for the photo mode as well. Things like new filters. We have new poses for the characters. We have stickers that you can place on the photos now. And then there are some extra hidden secrets that we don't want to give away right now, which, as you know from our game, we like to hide in there and we like people to find, which is always fun. And then, in conjunction with this release, we're also releasing a separate...
Is that the
costume
t-shirt
pack,
showing
which is
the
kind of
Hi-Fi
take on
Rush
what the
characters'
would
names?
look like if maybe this game took place in a different time period.
Ooh, a little tease. I like that.
And there's some really fun-looking stuff in there. So
Well, thank you again so much for coming out all the way from Japan to Showcase Extended, John.
I'm
it's
super
rad.
glad to be here.
That's all we have to share about the new update for Tango Gameworks' Hi-Fi Rush coming soon. Now it's time for us to return to the second era of Tamriel in the Elder Scrolls Online. ZeniMax Online Studios debuted the trailer for the upcoming expansion at Showcase, and today they're here to break that trailer down for us.
God damn it.
Let's hear what the team has to say about the Necrom expansion for Elder Scrolls Online.
Break it down. Elder Scrolls Online.
Thank you so much for watching the Xbox Showcase. I'm Rich Lambert, the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
And I'm CJ Greb. I'm the project art director for Elder Scrolls Online.
One of the really interesting things
Okay.
about Elder Scrolls Online is it's different than really any other game out there. It's not
Again, not played it, but it looks fun. I want to try it at some point.
you can explore in any order you
I'm not really an MMO person. I feel like I don't want to get addicted to a game where I'm like spend weeks playing it. You know what I mean?
any story.
I don't know.
In And of course, I mean, we're on Xbox Game Pass, you know, the biggest
that's cool.
open world RPG on Xbox. And if you're at all a fan of Elder Scrolls, you can go places that you maybe have never gone before in an Elder Scrolls game,
and do
right?
things that you've never been able to do. There's so many different activities to participate in. You know,
Housing,
you've got lore hunting and antiquity,
Ooh, cards.
the dungeons and the trials.
and you can, of course, always revisit lands that you've been to before. We've got Skyrim, Morrowind.
Yeah, and they're different times. You know, we're almost
different
1,000 years in the past.
Come in by yourself, come in with friends, but don't worry,
Ah.
we're not going to have something to do
Didn't know that.
because there are adventures everywhere you go. We had an awesome trailer during the showcase.
Ooh.
Necrom, Hermaeus Mora.
It was alright. I wouldn't say it was an awesome trailer. I thought it was an okay trailer.
It just makes me think like as if Bethesda's like, oh, we got this Elder Scrolls Online, so there's no need to rush on like Elder Scrolls 6.
I was just gonna say the same thing. Yeah, it's like we're not gonna get our Elder Scrolls fixed for another 5-6 years. Yeah, like Avowed's probably the closest we're gonna get to a proper Elder Scrolls game for a while.
Yeah, because I think I enjoy playing Oblivion, and I certainly missed the environment. So I just hope that Avowed comes out and we get to like enjoy it.
So. So that's next year's big game is Avowed, I guess. I don't know.
How is this going to run?
We always try to honor the past, right? Because when we go back to areas that
Necromancer
games have played, they know these lands. We want them to feel like they're coming home, right? But we have the chance to add a little.
It kind of reminds me of those like Mysterious Dimensions, which is like introducing Dawnguard DLC for like Skyrim. Like there's like books everywhere and has this like weird Gothic-esque dimension there.
Like, what? Do you play any MMOs at all? Because I don't.
I don't think so. Because whenever I see MMOs, it's just like, oh, you got to pay to play that. Because I almost like got a disc for, I think it's the Knights or some sort, which is a 2D top-down like dungeon crawler, which is an MMO. But I just couldn't be able to like install it or even play it. So, but then there's also like Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star Online, and they just like you had to pay £5 a month to play this. So I'm like, nah, probably not. Now those days, just like you have on-demand services, which you pay like £10 for it. And now you just have too many on streaming services, though.
Too many choices. I mean, Destiny's a live service game, it isn't an MMO, but that's probably the closest I've come to it. I played a lot of Destiny back in the day, but I kind of got bored of it.
So, do you have like Netflix, or is it like just Disney Plus?
Coming for ESO in the future.
Random. Yeah, I have Netflix and Disney Plus. Yeah.
That's it. Because I've got like
Amazon. God, bye now. Next.
Kinetic Games.
Next. Ooh, what's this?
Horror game.
Okay.
Cover your eyes.
Spooky. Bleh. Jump scared now.
Oh, it's definitely exists before, so
finally coming to console. So is it whatever it is, Phantasma or whatever it's called?
Is it? Because I think if you're talking about the Phantasma, then I think it's a co-op ghost hunting game.
Yeah,
it's interesting though. Yeah. If it is a Master or whatever this is, and if it's like coming to Game Pass, that's great. Yeah,
that's great for some people. I'm not playing it though. It's not good.
Did they mention like trophies?
Yeah, there it is. Phasmophobia. That's it. I couldn't remember the name.
Phasmophobia is coming to Xbox Series X and S. Doesn't mention Game Pass though.
Meh. I'm good.
It's Exoprimal.
Oh no.
Honestly, I don't think there's a lot going on with the Capcom showcase, just a few things. I think there's a website on Capcom Arcade, wherever this is, that you can actually play Street Fighter or Mega Man on the web browser. You can find a Eurogamer website, which I was introduced to it. But yeah, it just really works. Even comes to like keyboard support.
Nice.
I played a bit of Street Fighter 2 in the web browser, which is for the Super Nintendo, and you not use like WASD keys, but you also like JK and L for like kicks and punches. So it's really interesting.
Like trying to do like a spin kick and stuff must be really annoying.
It's not that difficult once you know how to use a punch button, because you can do a Hadouken on it.
So just basic Street Fighter 2, or is it like Super Turbo, Ultra, Mega Edition?
I think it's basic Street Fighter 2, but I think there might be others. But you can like play Mega Man's 1 and 2. But I think you play Mega Man X2. But I haven't actually tried it. But there's definitely a bunch of games in it which you can play in the web browser at the moment.
Love a good Mega Man game. But yeah, so this is Exo Primal. If you listen to our rival podcast in PS Retrest, they played this game and they said it was completely rubbish. So just going off what they've said, I trust those guys. They got fairly good takes apart from liking PlayStation, you know.
Yeah.
Apart from being liking PlayStation, their taste is pretty decent.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just like
awful, apparently.
I'm not that interested anyway, so it's coming on Game Pass though.
Yeah, which is nice. It's a nice get from Game Pass, but not for me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be playing Tears of the Kingdom until September, then Starfield until the next big game. I got Diablo as well. I've been playing that at the same time. So.
It's Dino Crisis with mech suits, but honestly, I'm not that excited for Primal still, and I just think this is just another one of those live service games. I mean, I'm definitely not getting a Capcom ID just to play this game.
No, that's true. Teams that survive the Savage Gauntlet will see their competition time at the result screen. You compete against other teams like a time attack kind of thing, because you don't know how quick the other team have done it. I think that's what they said. Just like a bit weird. So you don't like compete directly, as far as I'm aware. Weird. Dinos. Dinosaurs. It's a T-Rex! Run away!
Just Deadeye.
Uh-huh.
Rocket Hop.
Wow, this is so cool.
Oh, it's
poor Dino! This seems unnecessary.
Reinhardt. Shotguns. I wonder if the shotguns are really like huge in this.
A duality beam.
Are they trying to like go Warframe in this crap?
Yeah.
Double
Kind of
barrel.
like Monster Hunter, but it's not good.
I think they should really only focus on like 6 to begin with, if they really going to make it big with this, because I think there's already like too many to go deal with. So yeah.
Well, they said each season they're adding new characters. They just said, Jesus.
Yeah.
See you in the war games. It'd be massively fun. Apparently. July 14th. Okay.
It's great to see the dedication from the team at Capcom and how they're building
Hey, Sarah Bond!
in
Woo!
partnership with the community. Gaming has the power to immerse us in worlds and perspectives we'd never otherwise experience. We can fight dinosaurs, transport.
Oh no, is this the end of extended showcase?
And conjure
Might be.
And we get to do this together. No
We've
matter
got one
where
last
we are on
thing.
the planet,
Come on.
The language we speak
I'm getting a little bit worried because I'm expecting like Halo Infinite, so.
And an incredible opportunity. The games represent all of us. That is why we created the ID at Xbox Developer Acceleration.
Oh, it's a montage of all the indie games. That's cool.
Ooh.
We call it DAP. DAP already includes more than 100 emerging developers.
DAP?
And they've launched 30 incredible games like A Space for the Unbound, Validate, and HOA. And there are many, many more in the works. Let's take a look at these amazing games coming up next on ID Xbox's Developer Acceleration Program.
Or DOPA.
Let's see if we recognize any of these games. So, empower new developers, emerging developers.
Okay. Drag her. Okay. Stray Gods, the real play musical. Alright. Tom's Slime Heroes.
Okay.
Spirit
Swap.
Okay. It's a match-free puzzle game. Bonte Manor. Interesting. Reach all players.
Interesting.
Oh, weird. Island of Winds.
Psychoma.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of games that we may not have like heard of before, so nothing interesting there.
It's nice that they got like some indie games coming though. That's pretty cool. Ooh, what's this now?
It's definitely not.
Oh, it's Paris Lily.
Paris who?
Paris Lily. He's the presenter of Xcast.
Oh, nice. Is it a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
kind of
cool.
funny. Kind of funny.
Oh, is it to do with Flight Simulator?
Flight Sim, yeah. I guess so. Boat. Okay.
I'm
They did
fairly
this last
sure
year.
they're not doing like, behind the scenes of Hellblade 2. Nice.
Ooh, there we go. That's something to look forward to. I was starting to worry. That's something to look forward. Hopefully, we actually see some combat.
Thankfully, there's no like streaming issues unlike yesterday, because I think it's because
We've
when
just jinxed it now.
Okay, but anyway, I just put the subtitles on, and then it just like somehow mocked up the whole thing. But when I turn it off, it's like less CPU power. So I'm like, oh, that's not so great. Anyway, the stream is still ongoing, so it could be like ages, really.
I thought this would be over by now. I thought we said it was an hour.
Still more.
I'm looking forward to Hellblade though. That'll be fun.
Where we actually keep most of the props and the set deck elements that we used on Dune Part 1 and Part 2.
Now, Jorg, how did all this get started?
Dune.
So it goes back to November 2021. Dune had just hit the movie theaters worldwide.
Have we seen the original Dune? Because I haven't.
I have.
The idea that we bring an ornithopter
Fair.
into Microsoft Flight
Batista's in it. I need to watch it.
And me being a lifelong science fiction reader and fan, a big, huge fan of the Frank Herbert books, how could I say no?
Okay, now it makes sense after seeing the trailer at the Xbox showcase. I understand why you brought me here.
You guys want to take a look? Because we actually do have a couple of ornithopters.
Not the best actor, Paris. Not gonna lie.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense.
Look at this.
He was in the flight simulator thing last year as well. So.
Plausible, so that's why they were built.
Wait, they built that thing out of Dune?
And stealth.
That's
I
crazy.
guess so.
Important question. Were they built to fly?
Funny you mentioned, because I've been asked that question on a couple of occasions. No, they don't fly. They are heavy. They're 11 tons.
So Jorg,
You had to get this working in the game. How did you do this in flight sim?
Blooming heck.
It was actually interesting. So in general, ornithopters can fly and do fly. This particular one, given that it weighs 11 tons, that's going to be a little bit harder, specifically because it's not really doing the ornithopter bird flap. It does oscillation of the blades, and we currently don't have the material science to get the thrust and the lift. But on Arrakis, I think this is absolutely possible, and in Flight Sim, we made it work.
Patrice, we're here. Can we go in?
Absolutely. Right, let's do it.
It's crazy they managed to build this thing, like for a computer game.
Well, they said this is from the film.
Oh, is this from a film then? Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
this is all from the film. And then they've used it to make it in game.
Okay.
Basically all the lights.
And as you notice, it's all analog because in the world of Doom, there's no thinking machines. Thinking machines have been illegal for 10,000 years.
Yeah, that was actually fascinating when we implemented it. Because it's a science fiction, we thought, oh, it's glass cockpits.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be computerized. Like, none of it is.
Interesting.
This is a very practical helicopter, almost like from the 1960s.
So Jorg, in the first movie, the Thopter was able to do a lot of cool moves and maneuvers. You're going to be able to reproduce that in Flight Sim?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean,
Cool.
the really cool design that you guys came up with is each blade is independently controlled. So each blade has its own lift and thrust. And that means it can go from a really stable hover to a steep dive and back to a glide instantaneously. I would just say thank you that you designed such an awesome and realistic machine, because that's what we do. We
Cool.
bring realistic machines to life. But if you
Might
want to
play
know a
it.
bit more about the game design, I have something for you.
It just makes me wonder, like, is it going to be available for the Flight Simulator now, or is it in 2024 edition?
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. You're right. Yeah.
Is that you are a Atreides pilot on Arrakis flying an ornithopter. Here is what we built. We basically built this section of Arrakis. Here's the capital city of Arkeen.
Oh wow, that's insane. They even built cities for the game. It just makes me wonder, like, are they gonna have this in like the real world Earth? Because that would be really sick.
Oh.
The hole in the rock.
Whee.
The red chasm.
Gotta go
You
fast.
have to show your pilot skills. And then, towards the end, then there's a secret mission, which I can't talk about today. But that basically wraps up the experience. It's gonna be great.
Super exciting. Hey,
It was great to see you again.
Barris, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. All right, Jorg. Where to next?
Well, I don't know what they eat on Arrakis.
I still can't
but this
believe
is
it's
food
like
of
still
passion. I hear they have
going on or
excellent
some
goulash.
sort.
I know.
I know we still got Hellblade to come.
Dune Flight Sim.
Let's go. It doesn't say Flight Sim 2024. This is Flight Sim, so I'm assuming it's the original.
Yeah, I hope so.
Ooh. Super Monkey
Oh
Ball.
wow. Isometric Metroid.
Ooh. Gotta go fast.
That's really clever, actually. It's a ball game. There's also a twin stick shooter by the looks of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down for trying it.
Yeah.
Looks fun. When's it out? And it's out right now.
Gosh, it's really smooth too. The animations and everything. Coming 2024.
Oh, that's a while off. Crikey.
Lies of P.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think I've seen the trailer as a bit too wrapped up in things.
And sets it against the darkly elegant backdrop.
Have you played the demo?
No.
It's hard. It's proper Bloodborne, Dark Souls type game. It's quite tricky.
You are awakened by a mysterious force.
Geppetto. You know this is based on Pinocchio, right?
Yeah.
To face untold horrors, untangled, unfathomable secrets of the city's elite.
Tons of Pinocchio films in the past 2 years.
The truth, or weave lies to overcome them on the journey to find yourself.
Ooh.
You were able to create your own weapon
Lies
with a
of
combination of these
Pinocchio.
blades and
Oh,
handles.
wow.
Of the hundreds of possible combinations with different
Crafted.
appearances, performances, attack motions, and patterns.
They got the fused ability from Zelda.
Each and every
Yeah.
blade and handle has
Stick
its
a rock on it.
distinctive Fable Arts. Fable Arts is a special combat skill that can be casted by consuming Fable slots. Fable slots can be charged again through combat.
Dope.
Select your own.
This is on my fantasy critic.
The Legion arm is a prosthetic on P's left arm. The Legion arm can exhibit
I just have to admit, that does look really sick.
providing you an eclectic
And I think I may enjoy playing this because Bloodborne is like really entertaining, but it's like really hard. So I'm hoping I can get to the demo.
Yeah, the demo's online. You should try it. Totally try it. It's hard, but it's fun.
If a boss seems too intimidating, you might want to get help from a specter. In boss matches, you can summon a specter that will assist you in battle. With a bit of help, you will be able to defeat bosses with more ease.
Ooh. With a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends.
Use quartz to optimize
the P organ.
It's a skill tree.
Depending on your preference.
Use your P power.
There will be times when you will be confronted with choices where you can give comfort to others in sorrow or despair by lying, or you can choose to tell the truth.
Okay. It's either you go Paragon or Renegade.
Oh yeah.
Carve your own.
This looks good.
Yeah, it sure does.
Meet Liza P.
Wow.
Xbox One,
It's really good.
Series, and Game
Looks
Pass.
much better than I
Coming
thought it
to
would
you
be.
This September 19th.
I thought this was gonna be in August, but now it's like coming out in September.
Part of Hellblade is our ambition
Hellblade.
to take you into Senua's world and story. To do this, it's critical that we make it as
Show us something good.
possible for you to suspend your disbelief. One key method of achieving this is our use of performance capture.
Performance capture. Wait a minute, is this going to be behind the scenes stuff?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
What I want to achieve on stage is to get the best performance and best storytelling from the actors, and then to get that into the game as faithfully as possible. I want to see what I
Isn't Ninja Theory like based in the UK though?
I think so.
When we were shooting a scene from the Xbox showcase,
Mind you, they focused on like DMC and of course Heavenly Blade.
Yep. And what's it called? Journey to the, is it Journey to the West? I think it's called something like that.
Don't know.
Something like that.
Where are you?
Bit like that, but I think in the previous incarnation they also worked on like Kung Fu Chaos, which is on the Xbox.
Confidence eroded. There's a lot of doubt, and she needs
You
to
okay?
find within herself.
Yeah, I feel a bit weird. A bit lightheaded.
Of hope.
And then you proceed
Pretty
to drink
hot.
Coke.
In order to continue on.
Cheers.
Everything I've done has led me to this place. We've come so far.
While this scene is relatively simple,
Oh.
the scale and complexity of our performance capture has multiplied to meet our
Yeah, didn't know what the hell
creative
was going on.
ambitions
It was
in
very
Hellblade 2.
weird.
We shot the first Hellblade
Okay.
in the boardroom of our
We see some
office.
action.
It was very MacGyvered together. In the new studio, we have a custom-built mocap space, which has pretty much everything.
You know, this is bringing me like the holographic room vibes in like X-Men.
Oh yeah, yeah. All the holodeck from like Star Trek.
Yes.
Holodeck.
I remember coming into interview and seeing the setup down there and immediately being impressed by the clear commitment that had been made to underpinning great true-to-life performance with great
Come on.
data.
Oh
So,
wow.
a lot more cameras
Yeah,
this time around.
I imagine I would be really that impressed too.
At the moment, and in the kind of
I want to
space
see
that we have
gameplay though.
nearly
They still haven't really shown any gameplay. It's really annoying.
It's not something
It's been like 3 years. Get all, like, come on! I want to see you swing a sword. It's called Hellblade, for God's sake.
Setup, we can push even
Not Hell
further
talk a lot.
Well, I think it's just still disappointing, really, that we're not going to get much out of it, and I think it's just a trailer. So
yeah.
Well, you can track performers' movements down to the millimeter. So we can see somebody shuffling their finger along the table or just wiggling them very gently. You can see hesitation and breath. You know, there's no need to push the action and overact. You can just be your character.
I'm here now. What we want is the best performance possible, the best immersion possible for the player, and that's why we go to these lengths, just to try and get that extra fidelity of performance into the game. What do you want me to do?
It's
She
still funny.
looks a bit.
It's still funny to
She
like
looks a
see
bit
the
weird,
camera
doesn't she?
footage on like someone's face. It's like,
What do you want us to do?
We wanted to be able to capture the motion of a boat.
I wonder what happens if they go into more mature scenes. That would be so awkward. What if like
I love the guy on the bungee rope they're on ropes just pulling the finger. That's hilarious. Fair play. How you can act when that's going on? I'd be pissing. I'd be laughing my ass off just watching the people jumping up and down on strings next to me.
You know, you weren't that close to pissing yourself laughing.
Yeah, I would be laughing my ass off. It'd be so funny.
Having these wonderful actors we're working with bring their talents to bear on these characters has been such an amazing experience.
Okay.
Now
I'm good.
I have to be honest. That's really clever. The fact that they just built this whole thing and get this motion capture, it just makes it really, really good. FanFest. I'm like, couldn't this be like more of an audience thing so you can hear cheering?
Yeah, true. Mexico.
In FanFest, you're required to wear one of those FanFest shirts.
Yeah. They execute you. Xbox or death.
Red Wings of Death, actually.
Oh, yeah. Brazil. San Paulo. Sea of Thieves. Interesting. Was that Drake? Look like Drake in the background.
Again, bits of Crystal Maze in it.
That'd be awesome. Richard Iowadi. It all connects.
That's crazy that they're doing tattoo parlor in this whole event.
That's weird.
OP
You've
controller.
got to get an Xbox tattoo though, eh? Melbourne. Upside down. Crikey. Wow. Put out a ship on the Barbie, mate. Ooh. Tattoos again.
I do wonder what the UK's gonna look like.
Yeah, they'll probably get to us eventually. I wonder if, like, you go to get in the fan fest, you need to have an Xbox tattoo. Come on, get your Xbox tattoo, or you can't come in. Like,
Well, no, they use armbands instead, so that's how you get in.
No, it's a tattoo instead of an armband. That's how it works.
Okay.
Show your tattoos so you can get in.
California.
California. California. So I think you're slightly ahead of me, but it's fine. Sarah Bond.
I thought you were. Oh, never mind.
Well, you said California, and then California came up on my screen like a split second afterwards. So, Matt Booty. They're playing Family Feud.
And even games in 2024 that we haven't talked about yet.
So our mission, our strategy is to bring the joy of gaming to everybody, no matter where they want.
They might not bring it to the UK because UK's abandoned Xbox with the Activision deal, and they're just like, nah.
Maybe.
Xbox is like, screw you if you don't want to get. Yeah, told you. Xbox is like, we're not bringing FanFest because you're not giving us Activision.
What's that?
Ooh, like your Frontier, they showed this last year. The mech Minecraft game, being a mech.
I still find this game really interesting, so
I did as well.
Yeah.
Work together to collect them. Can two of you work on that?
Yeah, let's go. Go.
Hey, that purple mech looks great.
Thanks. It's my favorite color.
Dang, the farm looks pretty good with all the grown crops.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big co-op game, okay.
It's so pretty though. Like the UI is really interesting too.
I'll come down and help you out.
But is it like a mechs and farming combined, is it?
Yeah.
Chop trees, I think.
I can get wood to start with, and then you can help me get some aluminum.
I love it. Total Minecraft. Cut trees down. Oh.
With drills. Because I think they're
seems
already
a bit excessive. There's a bit much in it. Ooh.
I wonder what they're gonna do with like chickens and collecting eggs. Probably use drills. You're just gonna end up like with scrambled eggs.
That looks good.
Oh, wait to see it.
There are loads of aluminium here. They're actually pretty strong. So we can do it faster if we both drill.
Let's work together and see what else we can.
Oh yeah, there's.
I am from Holland.
I think the stream is finished, so it got like about 10 minutes to go.
Oh, good.
Oh, my inventory is getting full.
I am from Holland.
I'm starting to get really, really disappointed because I don't think they're likely to mention anything with Halo Infinite. And this is just ridiculous because they keep showing us like Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online. I'm
True,
like,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
Halo
Halo's the
Infinite,
best service.
it should be like in the first party circle where you have like Halo Infinite, and it should be like showing more stuff like the new armor core, possibly a new weapon. But at the moment,
True,
it just
they don't
seems
follow
like
that.
you only have bits of it shown during the Halo Championship season of some sort.
Hey, everyone! I was going for more materials and I found some ruins.
It's like-
Jump in your mechs and come see this.
Okay. It's like live service games only count if they're made by Bethesda, it feels like.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what's inside though.
Oh.
I'm guessing this is plays more like grounded than with Minecraft, so
Yeah, I was just thinking it's kind of grounded, isn't it?
yeah.
I mean, I really like grounded and I really like Minecraft, so. When's it out? Oh,
Lightyear Frontier
next year.
coming out early 2024. Still a long time.
year.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Lots
was
of
hoping for
games in
2023
2024.
10 new games coming to Game Pass with ID. Go on then.
Okay.
Oh, the Dark Souls with a crab. I remember this one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's literally what it is. Little Kitty Big City. Well, this is your game of the year right here. You love cats. Who needs Stray?
Well, I need Stray on Xbox. That's what I want.
I mean, we got it. You just got it. That's what that last game was.
What?
Tectonic. Sea of Stars.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
on
this
my
on
Fantasy League. And it's coming to Xbox.
It looks
by
like
the
Chrono
looks of it.
Trigger. Yeah. Harold Halbert. Fendor. Galactic Care.
Oh, is it Theme Hospital set in space?
Team Hospital in Space. Space Hospital. Neon White! Yes! Everyone says this game's amazing. I've been wanting to play this.
Oh, it's
Oh,
coming to
sick.
Xbox.
Yay!
Nice.
And if they say available now, I'm downloading it right away. The Bookwalker.
Bookwalker? I'm guessing this
Sure.
is a horror, a thriller of some sort? Oh, it's what?
The Wandering Village. Ooh, that looks cool. I like that. It's just like SimCity, but you're on the back of a turtle.
Okay.
10 hit games. Game Pass.
Yeah.
Neon White's coming to Game Pass. I'm very excited.
Excellent.
Every year in our showcase,
there's one game that kind of pops for me, something I'm very interested in. This year we got to announce 33 Immortals from.
Oh, that game looks good.
And I'm here now with Stefan and
31 other players.
I think this could be the last game, so.
Okay. When is Neon White coming to Game Pass? I need dates.
Is a co-op action roguelike for 33 players. You play a damn soul.
Ooh, a damn soul.
God's final judgment. So there are 3 of us here today.
Whoa.
On stage, 3 upstairs, and 27.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like to be the last game of the stream. So no Halo Infinite news. So that's really disappointing. We're not expecting like campaign DLC, but we're still not like getting any news on like Battle Royale or something else. And it's just only like season 4 that if you tune into the HCS like games, you get the most information from it. So that is really disappointing. Also, there's no extra news on like Fable, I think there was a few other games like Forza Motorsport. But then Starfield, we already got so much of it from like Starfield Direct. So imagine it would be like, oh, here's a 10-minute gameplay of it doing the showcase. That would be cool.
Yeah, if you on IGN, there's a 30-minute interview with Todd Howard as well. It went up just after the Starfield Direct, so there's an extra 30 minutes talking about Starfield.
Oh,
if you haven't had your fill.
I thought you were going to refer to him as God Howard.
God Howard, sorry, you're right. I got his name wrong. God Howard. An interview with God Howard. Oh, interesting. So you open the map and it shows where the 33 people are.
Ooh.
Interesting. This is really cool, but you're literally my only friend who I play games with. I need to find another 31 people.
Okay, so let's go there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue down south towards the first torture
Ooh,
chambers.
this guy sounds French.
This one I have a good
I am French, and I am good at games.
The soundtrack, what's going on? The music's kind of cool.
Thank you. This is Max LL, who's actually done.
Cool. Looks like Hades. I love it.
It is.
And you're in Montreal.
Or Diablo.
I'm in Montreal, yes.
Close to one of
Oh, that's why he sounds French, because he's Montreal. French Canada.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's pretty much a game made in Canada, but I have to admit, Canada has got lots of good game studios. But I think some of them recently are didn't really go well. So, but then again, I kind of see Canada as a pretty good country for like games.
I've always said that. Like, before I did games design in university, I always said that I wanted to end up moving to Canada when I like finished university and do games design over in Canada. I thought that was a really cool place to go. And there's like loads of cool companies over there. Never happened, unfortunately, but
I would love to like move over there for many reasons, but I think it's becoming less and less likely because I think the political climate is not that promising. So it's just more like 50-50 if you want a liberal or conservative one. But I think if I were to like get over there and go through the restrictions and everything, then yeah, it's just like I could like live in Canada and just enjoy game studios. But then I just don't really see that happening though.
No, I gotta get out of here.
I'd like to move to Canada. That'd be pretty sweet.
Well, why weren't they in the torture chamber trying to help?
If Wales is like really bad though.
I like Wales.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
it's so hot over here. I go to Canada where it's cold. I love it.
Good strategy thinking.
Yeah, just stop moving.
Tension battle unlocked. I have no idea what's going on. It's cool though.
Oh, this is the early fire.
What is this?
Oh, holy fire.
Oh, it's what's it called?
Okay, so we unlock
Oh, you play battle royale games, right? What it's called now? Like when the area shrinks.
Yeah, that's Fortnite or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So that's
Basically what just happened there.
Yeah.
I just can't remember what it's called. There's a term for it.
Oh, the Eye of the Storm.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the Eye of the Storm.
Oh no, I died too. Oh my.
Okay, hopefully the The team can carry us.
Interesting.
We are not alone.
There's a lot of enemies in this small space.
Cool.
Gonna try to not move.
Okay.
Don't move, and hopefully someone
Don't move.
is going to be able to revive you. Okay, good.
Oh, I'm in. I'm in. Okay.
Back.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, thank you.
This looks fun.
So this is the last step.
I think it's my last.
All right.
It looks chaotic as hell, but it looks fun.
Yeah.
We did it?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we've ascended.
That was first chapter of first book. Is that how I should think about it?
Yeah.
It's the first world, so it's Inferno.
Yeah.
Each region has its whole big set of challenges and everything.
And this is all on the map.
And its final boss fight.
That's what this is. Well, since we've basically come through unscathed so far, this should be easy.
Wow. Oh my god.
Crazy.
You saved us from having to kill the final boss.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tease.
I like it. I like it. Well, best of luck
Looks good.
to you and the team and everything that's going on. Can't wait for this game to come out. I won't ask for the date because I know that's unfair. But it was
Next
great
year
to have you on the
at some
show
point.
and great for you to come down and we got the opportunity to play. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Cool.
so much for having us.
Thanks for watching Showcase Extended. I love these opportunities to show more about
Yeah,
everything that
it's
you saw
interesting.
in the showcase itself. Thanks to everybody that supported us, and have a great week. Thanks.
Is that it? No one last thing?
No.
No?
That's it.
Ooh.
So with that
No
done.
Stalker 2, no Fallout 4.
So what do you think of this whole stream?
It's alright. Not really much happened. I think it was cool to see more Avowed, or hear more about Avowed.
The other thing we got out of is that I think there's some like games coming to Game Pass, and there's also like updates on some of the games we know, especially from last year. Like there's Lightyear Frontier, there's Neon White, and Liza P is actually really interesting. But I think it's kind of disappointing in the way that it didn't like expand on the games we're interested in, and also there's no news with Halo Infinite or even like a few other games too. I mean, I think the Extra Primal is just pretty much like beating the horse to the death on this stuff. And same with like Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online, as if like these are like huge games. When we're more interested in like Halo Infinite, Fable, Forza Motorsport, but then it just seems like as if this year's that without this extended showcase, it's like it's all about like Starfield. But I just couldn't stop thinking about Fable trailer because I still remember the dialogue and everything in it. And I think there's some like really interesting parts. But as for the extended showcase, this is not really important, and you just get a lot of this news from like Twitter or YouTube. That's it.
I wasn't expecting it to be like anything mind blowing, but I was hoping for some news on, as I said, on Fallout 4, maybe on Halo Infinite, maybe on Stalker 2. The Stalker 2 was meant to be coming out this year. I know there's the war in Ukraine. I was hoping that we might get some kind of updates. Like, it's still in development, or, like, just something, anything. It's a little update to see how the guys are doing, or the developers, but nothing.
Yeah.
Neon White coming to Game Pass is probably the biggest thing for me.
Yes.
That's been on Switch. Everyone I've heard who's played it said it's like their game of the year. They loved it. They adored it. And I'm really excited for it to actually come to Game Pass now. I'm very excited for that. So that's something to look forward to.
I have to admit, double A games or indie games seems to have become more interesting, and I think there's some of which are like got us more excited than the triple A games they're trying to show out. But then they haven't really like expanded on some, and it's just like DLC. Practically it. But apart from that, it's just like you would rather like get the highlights version of it and see how it goes. So that's about it.
So yes, that's our reaction. So thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate you tuning in. We will be back with our podcast on Thursday, and we got a lot to talk about. Oof, it's gonna be a big podcast on Thursday. Should be fun though. thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. I think I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like the best showcase. It was watchable. Yeah, it was alright. Yeah,
And
5 out of
now
10.
we're just gonna have to like relax now. So until then, take care. Bye.
Bye.